Hello and welcome again to Violeta English by Reportage. I had no idea that nowadays people are still commuting that much. I have found out this when I moved from the capital to province, to a smaller town, and it was then when I saw that people use transport like trains or buses or even vans to commute from one place to the other. I lived for many years in the capital of Romania, Bucharest, and there the reality was different. When I moved to a smaller town, I saw that people are still commuting a lot, and I was impressed. I thought that this thing belonged to the past. I thought that when my parents were young and they were working in shifts, that was when people were commuting from one place to the other. I don't know, but I just thought that everywhere it was just like in Bucharest, that you could find a working place in the same place where you lived or not far away. But it's not like that. Actually, people in small towns here in Romania, and I think all over the world actually, need to commute in order to work, to get a job and to earn their living. And yeah, that's a fact. I have this experience from time to time now, but not so often because I work remote, I work from home, but sometimes I need to commute, and it's quite challenging, I have to say it. And for me this happens just once in a long time, but people who commute every day, I think it's quite hard. In addition, what I mean to say is that sometimes you're kind of forced to accept the conditions of the employer. For instance, in my case, and I don't want to criticize the organization I'm working for, which is a multinational company. I mistook the password to have access to my computer and to the system I'm working into. And the politics in this organization, where I'm at this point, is that they don't do the troubleshooting remote and just have access to your computer and solve the issue. No, you have to go to the office, and this is what I did today. And this is when I remember this experience of commuting, seeing people sleeping in the train. It is so touching because it reminds me of my parents and of the past generations, and how things were in the past. People used to commute a lot. So I had to go to the office. I took the 5 a.m. train because I don't drive. Okay, and I took the 5 a.m. train and I went to the office, and in 5 minutes the IT specialist changed the password. And the first reaction was like, I've been working remote for a long time and I've never had such a situation. They are always able to troubleshoot a password mistake from the distance. Why this company is like this? But then I said to myself, I just need to take it as it is, and here I am doing the whole travel, the whole voyage, traveling to the office from a distant town to the capital for this little IT operation. What I mean to say is that sometimes you kind of have to accept. But my question is, where does kind of the obligation start and or end, and where does your power begin? Because I'm the kind of person who believes that you don't have to stop. I'm not like someone very ambitious who I don't know, dies in order or does anything in order to touch a goal. But I have another optics, and this is like you don't have to stop. You have to go further and further and further, and then the path will lead you somewhere to a better place, to a better environment. But you don't have to stop. While you keep going, things keep working for you. When you stop and you say, "Oh, I've had enough of this," then that's when patterns install. That's when I don't know how to call this. When you are just when you give up, when you give up the trust, when you give up the faith, when you believe that you have to accept forever something that you don't like. I think it's not the case. I think there is a time when you have to put up with the way things are. For instance, commuting and a job like these ones which imply commuting. But at a certain point, you can change this. I think at a certain point you can change this, but you have to accept the sacrifice it requires, because sometimes in order to change your path, you need to save money in order to be able to switch jobs, or to search something which is closer, for instance, to your location, so that you don't have to commute. It requires some sacrifice of some sort, while you don't have, like, I don't know, some rich aunt, or you don't get a huge inheritance, or you don't win the lottery, then you have to pay the price. This is what I think. I don't criticize people who keep on and on and on and on with the same burdening job, but I think you can change that. I can see it in my own life. I'm not satisfied with the remote job that I have at this point, due to the working conditions, pressure and stuff. But of course, it's the best offer that I have at this moment. But this doesn't mean I give up, even if it's so burdening, even if there are not many options at this point. I don't give up trying to find a better solution. I just keep searching, keep learning, keep studying, and of course the price I have to pay is patience. But yeah, I started from commuting, and I got here to changing the path, because when something is hard and it's tiring and it's burdening, you kind of want to change it, but you don't know how. Then you just keep searching. This is my point and my take, and in the end, little by little, things change. This is what I saw in my own life, and yeah, it requires a lot of patience, but I think it's worth the price.